Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another video. And I said I was going to do this video. It's of course New Year's Eve today, final day of 2016. 2016, in my opinion, has been a really shitty year for me. Just don't want to explain any of them though, but it's also a really shitty year because you have all most of the classic celebs that have passed away. Also, big stars that are in the music industry. But all in all, 2016 has been a really shitty year in my opinion. Probably the worst year to ever exist in our lives, in my opinion, though. But anyways, this video is going to be on my top 10 favorite films of this year, 2016. I was like, why not end the year with a final video of this year, doing my top 10 favorite films of this year. And 2016 for film wise has been a really not that good year for films. Had a really disappointing summer with films that came out in the summer, in my opinion. But this is my top 10 list. You all don't have to agree with it. If you don't like it, make your own list. So yeah, but like I said, this is my top 10 favorite films of this year, and let's get started. At number 10 is Sausage Party. This is the Seth Rogen animated film that came out in the summer. It's not for kids. It's rated R. But this was just a very funny film. Just really loved it. It's a very raunchy film. It's basically Toy Story, but set in a grocery store. And the food there, they believe that once they're taken off the shelves, they immediately get to see, their gods. But what they don't know is that the people end up, cooking them. And so it's just a very funny film. The ending scene with the food orgy scene was very hilarious. I remember was laughing, and the whole entire theater was laughing hysterically at that part because it was just so damn hilarious. And it was just a very fun, raunchy film. Just really enjoyed it. So yeah, and I thought it had Seth Rogen in it, Craig Robinson, Danny McBride, all the guys that Seth Rogen uses. So, but yeah, so that's at number 10, Sausage Party. Number 9 is a film that I didn't review, but I did see it. This is a film that I wanted to get a chance to see in the theaters when it came out, but didn't really get the time to see it. And it's a film called Nerve, and it stars Emma Roberts, Dave Franco, and Juliette Lewis. And it's basically a game called Nerve. It's like a truth or dare game, which it enlists people to to play the game. They have to choose. They either to be players or watchers. The players get to play the game, and then the game tells them what to do. And the watchers are people that just watch these other people do the dares and comment on them. And if a player succeeds with the dare, they end up getting money for it. And I just thought this was a very entertaining film. Really enjoyed it, really loved it. It's on the edge of your seat as the film goes on. You have Dave Franco on a motorcycle with Emma Roberts on it, just driving through the city, because this movie was filmed here in New York. You had him driving a motorcycle or a scooter through the city, through red lights at very high, driving mile pace, which was really awesome. And just as it goes on, the film gets really more intense. But I want to review the film and talk about it a lot more. So, but yeah, like I said, Emma Roberts starred in it, Dave Franco, Juliette Lewis, Machine Gun Kelly's also in it. So, but if you haven't checked out Nerve, would recommend it. It's a very good movie. Really liked it. So that's number 9. Number 8 is Midnight Special, which starred Michael Shannon, Kirsten Dunst, and Adam Driver. Just a very, really good film. Very good looking film. Very well shot. Basically, it's about, revolves around Roy Tomlin, Michael Shannon's character, and his son. And they're both escaping from the government because they discovered that his son has these really special powers. And Michael Shannon and his son is just trying to get away from the government because they want to experiment, just take, his son away from him because they find out that he has these powers. And it's just a really great film. Very well done. CGI was amazing. Film has a very Spielbergish vibe to it, like like an old school Steven Spielberg film from the 80s. But Midnight Special, it's sad that the film bombed at the box office when it came out, because the film was released very limited. Wasn't in like every single theater, because it was kind of hard to find if you want to see the film in the theater. But yeah, so Midnight Special was a good movie. Really enjoyed it. So that's number 8. Number 7 is 10 Cloverfield Lane, which starred Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman. And it's basically the second film in the Cloverfield franchise, but it has no sort of connection to the first film, to the 2008 Cloverfield film. And it's basically Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. She gets in a car crash, and she ends up being taken in by John Goodman's character, he's there with this other guy there, and they're all in this underground bunker, to protect them from everything that's going on Earth. John Goodman's character in the film becomes really crazy as the film goes on, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead is just trying to get out of the bunker. But it was a very entertaining film that I really enjoyed. Know that they want to make more of the Cloverfield, make it into an anthology. And I heard that they want to do one next year in 2017, which I saw, and I saw it has a release date of October. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll come out, or maybe it'll get pushed back. Who knows? But yeah, so 10 Cloverfield Lane, really enjoy that. I think it's a very underrated film, along with Midnight Special. So that's number 7. Number 6 is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. It's a Tim Burton film that starred Asa Butterfield, Eva Green, Ella Parnell, and Samuel L. Jackson. Terrence Stamp too, also in it. And this was based off the book of the same name. And I just really enjoyed the film. I saw this with my sister in 3D, and this film had the best, in my opinion, had the best 3D that I've seen for this film. Excuse me there. But you have this Asa Butterfield's character. He gets told these stories from his grandfather, and that there was this home for peculiars, and Asa Butterfield's character thinks that he was just making it up, but later on in the film he realizes that his story was real, and he meets all these children who are peculiar. Like they have, very special abilities. And that's basically what the film is about. But I enjoyed the both of the characters, Asa Butterfield's character and Ella Parnell's character. They had a good good friendship chemistry. Ella Parnell's character is like a teenager, and she can manipulate air and can breathe underwater. She makes like these bubbles, and one of my favorite scenes is when she takes Asa Butterfield's character down there, and they find this boat down there, which is really cool. The CGI of the creatures was really awesome. I like the also like the scene where they're going through the sort of amusement park, and you had like the skeletons running over there. The skeletons looked really cool. Samuel L. Jackson's character is the leader of this sort of team called the Whites, I think it is, which is all like these creatures, and his character is like a shape-shifting guy. Like I said, is the leader of the Whites. So, but yes, I really enjoyed Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Still need to get it on Blu-ray. Hopefully I get to pick it up at some point. Yeah, so that's number 6. Now here are my top 5 here. At number 5 is Doctor Strange, which really Marvel film that I really enjoyed. Quite frankly, in my opinion, the third best Marvel film of this year. Stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Rachel McAdams. Mads Mikkelsen plays the villain, which he played a good villain. Just really enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed the origin story of Stephen Strange and how he became Doctor Strange. I like the sort of love interest with him and Christine, played by Rachel McAdams. They're both, surgeons. But I thought, and then the CGI was really awesome, was really cool in it too. Kind of had in some scenes it kind of had an Inception vibe to it. But I just really enjoy it. I also really enjoyed the character of the Ancient One. Just really enjoyed that. Played by Tilda Swinton. So, but yeah, Doctor Strange, really enjoyed the film. Really hope that they move right along with a sequel, which I know they're probably going to do. So yeah, so that's Doctor Strange at number 5. Number 4 is Suicide Squad, which a lot of people gave that film shit. It had Will Smith, Margot Robbie in it, Jared Leto as the Joker. But I thought Suicide Squad was a really fun film. I would say it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Just really liked the film, had a lot of fun with it. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn stole the movie, in my opinion. She's one of my favorite characters next to Will Smith's Deadshot. Also found Katana really awesome too. I thought she was badass in the film. The villain, played by what's her name? Cara Delevingne. Thought at first when I saw the film, I thought she played an okay villain. And as I think about it, it was just kind of meh as the Enchantress. So, but out of all the characters, I have to say Harley Quinn and Deadshot were my favorite. The Joker, I know a lot of people were disappointed in the film. They said, "Oh, they didn't use too much of the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker." And I thought he played, an all right Joker, but it wasn't as good as, let's say, Heath Ledger's performance as a Joker. But I know that they did a lot of reshoots for the film, and Jared Leto said that he filmed more scenes of the Joker, but they didn't use it because Warner Brothers wanted to, I guess they wanted to edit the film and make it, properly, so they didn't put the, sorry about that, but I was saying Warner Brothers, you could tell that they told him what to do for the film and edit all the stuff. But Jared Leto stated that he filmed some more scenes as the Joker, but they didn't use it, and he kind of got pissed off about it. But everybody was suspecting the Joker to be more in the film, but it's not. The film is not called Joker Squad. It's called Suicide Squad. The Joker is not the main focus of the film. It's all these characters who were, who were villains, and they wanted to do good. So, but yeah, so I enjoyed Suicide Squad. I thought it was a fun popcorn film, in my opinion. Yes, the film has its problems though, but I didn't mind it, even though the story was a little bit of a mess though. But all in all, I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Suicide Squad. So yes, that's number 4. Number 3 is Rogue One, which I'm gonna give away spoilers to it. So if you haven't seen the film, just skip on right ahead in the video at number 2 when I get to it. But Rogue One, I really loved it. I thought it was great. It was a nice, sort of, telling of, the backstory of the Death Star and how it was created, and it leads into, at the end of the film, it leads into A New Hope, which that was really cool. But I thought Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso, she was great. She was good in the film. Donnie Yen as Gerard, who was the blind warrior that believed in the Force, he was really badass. Probably my favorite character in the film. Next to K2SO, who was destroyed, and it was kind of shocking to see Donnie Yen's character end up dying. I thought he would make it as the end of the film went on, because I really enjoyed his character. Also, you had K2SO being shot by those stormtroopers, which I thought he would that droid would survive. And then you had Darth Vader in it, which I enjoyed seeing. Of course, again, voiced by James Earl Jones, reprised his voice as Darth Vader. So, but Rogue One, really a good movie. If you haven't seen it, really loved it. It's directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed the 2014 Godzilla film, which I really enjoy. Mads Mikkelsen plays Jin's father in the film. And he's the one who was the designer of the Death Star. And then you had a little appearance by C-3PO and R2-D2, which was cool to see. And then at the end of the film, you had, them lead into the ship, the fleeing ship, and you saw the late great Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia there. It's just a scene from the beginning scene from A New Hope, or as I would call it, the original Star Wars. So that was kind of cool how it leaded into that. So I know a lot of my friends said, after I saw this film, you would want to watch A New Hope again, just because of that ending scene and how, it connects to that. So, but yeah, so Rogue One, really love the film. If you haven't seen the film, highly would recommend it. For Star Wars fans, if you're a Star Wars fan. So yeah, so that's number 3. Number 2 is Captain America: Civil War. My opinion, the second best Marvel film of this year. In my opinion, just to me, I didn't feel that this was a Captain America movie. It was more like an Avengers movie, like an Avengers 3. You had, Tony Stark there. You had Spider-Man making his appearance with the Avengers. You had Black Widow. You had all those characters in the Avengers. Hawkeye. You had Ant-Man there, which really enjoyed when he turned into the giant Ant-Man, which that was really cool. The whole airport scene with them all battling it out and fighting was really awesome. My favorite scene in the film. It was just a very good, entertaining, on the edge of your seat film that I really enjoyed. As good as as Captain America: Winter Soldier. So Captain America: Civil War, awesome movie. Really enjoyed it. Really loved it. And my number 1 film of this year, and I know it's probably on everyone else's list, and that is Deadpool. Just really love the film. Ryan Reynolds, great job as Deadpool. Just had a lot of quote lines from him. Very funny, very hilarious. A lot of quote lines from him. Colossus looked great in the film. Also, the villain Francis, the guy who played Francis, did a good job. T.J. Miller as Wade Wilson, was Ryan Reynolds' character, aka Deadpool. It was really funny too. Really enjoyed Morena Baccarin in it as Ryan Reynolds' character's fiance. You all know her from Gotham. As she was Gordon's love interest. She plays Leslie on Gotham. So, but yeah, Deadpool, awesome movie. Very funny film. Like I said, a lot of quoted lines from the film. Like I said, Colossus was really awesome in the film. Looked good. And I know that they're moving forward with the Deadpool 2, which I'm looking forward to. And they said that Cable was going to be in it. They're still choosing who to play Cable. Because they had a few actors that wanted to play Deadpool, but Ryan Reynolds didn't really like who they choose for Cable, who they chose for Cable. But we'll see. I know that they wanted to get Stephen Lang to play Cable because he has the look to Cable. So, but I hope they get Stephen Lang to do it because he's a good actor. But the film had a lot of X-Men X-Men jokes. Even made a joke of Hugh Jackman at the end of the film, as he had Wade Wilson. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds' character Wade Wilson have a picture stapled to his face of Hugh Jackman, which that was hilarious. But yeah, Deadpool, awesome movie. Really love it. My number 1 favorite film of this year, and probably the best Marvel film of this year, in my opinion. Though, but yeah, so Deadpool, I said, awesome movie. Broke the box office records, grossed over $783 million worldwide, and it's the 7th highest grossing film of this year. And I'm really glad that the film was R-rated too, because it fit the tone of the film perfectly. Very violent in scenes. So, but yeah, Deadpool, like I said, awesome movie, and would highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But I know a lot of you probably have already. So, So yeah, so that's my top 10 favorite films of 2016 list. Go over it again. Number 10, Sausage Party. Number 9, Nerve. Number 8, Midnight Special. Number 7, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Number 6, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Number 5, Doctor Strange. Number 4, Suicide Squad. Number 3, Rogue One. Number 2, Captain America Civil War. And number 1, Deadpool. So yeah, so that's my top 10 favorite films of 2016. Would love to hear what you all favorite films of 2016 is. Just drop a comment down there. I would love to hear what your top 10 are. So, but anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the new year. So until next video, I'll see you all later, and I hope you all have a good New Year's Eve. So yeah, so until next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.